Welcome to your mat. Today we'll be doing a shorter flow. It's really great for a pre-walk or pre-run or pre-workout, or even a post-workout stretch, or anytime you're just looking for a bit of a gentler, shorter flow. You will need a strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can grab, if you've got a dog leash, that works really well. If you've got a robe that has, a tie waist to it, or a belt, anything that sort of would stand in for this sort of shape. And then you'll also need a blanket or even a small pillow. Any blanket is fine. Any pillow is fine. So grab those things and let's get started. And we'll go ahead and make our way onto our backs. And we'll start in a Shavasana position. So lying flat on your backs, legs extended. And just make sure that your strap is near you because we will be using that in just a moment. So coming all the way down. Allow the back body to tune into the connections of the body to the earth below you. Feel the backs of the heels as they connect to the ground, the backs of the legs, the hips. Allow the back to get a little bit closer to the earth. Soften the shoulders. Feel the back of the head as it finds that connection here. And just take a moment with the breath. Noticing how it's moving today, how it's feeling. Maybe the quality of the breath. And then go ahead and take the arms over the head. Give yourself a nice big stretch. So reaching all the way from the fingertips down to the toes, like you're waking up for the very first time. And then gather both knees into the chest. And then just rock from side to side. Give your spine a little massage here. And then keep the right knee hugged in. Take the left leg long. The heel comes to the earth. Toes are facing up. So you might have to find this little inward spiral of that left thigh in order to keep the toes facing up towards the sky. And then grab your strap. And then place the strap, whatever sort of strapper you're using, onto the ball of the right foot. So that's really important. You don't want to put it on the arch because that just won't feel comfortable. Place it on the ball of the foot. Keep the elbows hugged in close to the ribs. Elbows and the backs of the arms are still on the mat. And then when you're ready, start to extend the right leg towards the sky. Okay? So you might find that it doesn't come completely to straight, or maybe it doesn't come all the way up. Maybe it's sort of back here. That's okay. You just want to come to a place that you feel a stretch in the back of this right leg. So a nice deep stretch for the hamstring, especially if you're walking or running. It's really nice to warm up that area of the body. Give it some stretch before you work out. And then you can use the strap to just start to draw the toes a little closer to the face if that's available for you, if that's what your body needs. Take one more breath in this little stretch here. And then take the right knee back into the chest. Take the strap back to the side. Give the knee a little hug. And then use the right hand to just gently guide the right knee open. So starting to open the hip, you can take the left hand right onto the left thigh. And then draw that right knee up towards the right shoulder. So you're getting some really nice opening for the inner thighs, the hips here. Take the knee back to center. We'll switch hands and then use the left hand to guide the left leg across the body arriving in a little twist here. So you can take the right arm wide, or maybe bending the elbow, coming into like a cactus arm. So we're getting this stretch through, maybe through the outer right hip, maybe into the low back, and even across the chest. Take one more breath in. And breath out, bring it back to center, give it one more little squeeze. And then we'll just switch. So taking the left knee into the chest, and then send the right leg long. Give the left knee a little squeeze. And then we'll go ahead and grab your strap, bringing it to the ball of the left foot this time. Again, the elbows are on the mat, the chest is broad, and when you're ready, you can start to extend the left leg towards the sky. Finding that stretch for the back of the left leg now. Spiral the right leg in towards the left so that the right toes are facing up towards the sky. So both legs are pretty active here. You're pressing the left ball of the foot into that strap to help find that stretch. And just coming to a place, not that you feel pain, but that you feel that nice opening of the back of the leg. One more breath in here. And then on your exhale, bend the left knee, draw it back into the chest, release your strap. And then we'll use the left hand to gently guide the left leg open, taking the right hand down to the right hip just as an anchor to help you keep the right hip anchored to the mat as you draw the left knee up towards the left shoulder. And then take the knee back to center, switch hands, right knee draws the left leg, or the left leg across the body, coming into that twist here. Again, you get that nice opening for the outer hip, the back, and even at the chest as we extend the left arm. Inhale. And exhale, take it back to center. This time we'll hug both knees into the chest one more time. Again, if you want to take another moment and just rock from side to side or make some circles with the knees just to send some love into the low back, you can do that. And then take the feet to the earth, about hips distance apart, arms alongside the body. You may be able to just reach down towards the heels and see if you can just brush the backs of them with the tips of the fingers. If that's not available, that's totally okay. All right, arms are alongside the body, palms face down. Let's start to warm up the glutes a bit here. So pressing into the feet and the hands, take an inhale, begin to peel the back body, lifting it from the earth. And then exhale, lower it back down. Inhale, lift and rise, keeping the knees over the ankles, not letting them sort of splay open. And then exhale, lower it back down. One more time. Inhale, root to lift up, rise up. And we'll stay here for the exhale. Stay for the inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. Keep rooting to lift. Exhale, lower it down. Beautiful. Take the knees back into the chest. This time we'll take hands behind the knees and we'll rock from front to back of the mat. So rocking the length of the spine. Rock a few times, maybe gather a little bit of momentum. And then when you're ready, you bring yourself up to a seat and we'll make our way onto hands and knees. So coming to all fours, finding a tabletop pose. And now let's just move through a couple of cat-cows here. Inhale, lift the head. Soften the belly as you lift the hips. And then exhale, press palms to earth, round the back. Chin comes into the chest here. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the hips. Exhale, round the back. One more time. Inhale, open. Pull the heart forward. Exhale, round the back. And then we'll just start to make some circles with the hips. So taking the hips over to one side, circling them back towards the heels, and then forward once again. So taking these nice big circles, starting to get a little movement into the hips and the low body. Make these circles as big as you like, as small as you like, whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, we'll switch, moving the opposite direction. And then go ahead and find your way back into your tabletop pose. Take the right foot, bring it to the outer edge of your mat. So just picking up that foot, bringing it to the outer edge. Can't really see that. See that? All right. Spiral. Go ahead and extend the left leg behind you. Spiral the left heel down. So we're starting to stack the hips. And then just start to peel open. Taking the left arm to reach for the sky. And then the left arm can come over the ear. Palm faces the earth. And just give yourself a nice full side body stretch. Really press that right palm into the earth so that you can lift those right side ribs here. Again, and then press into the left foot. Really feel that beautiful stretch. Take one more inhale. Exhale, take it back to a tabletop pose. So this time, left foot comes to the outer edge of the mat. Right foot extends behind you. Drop the right heel. Peel open. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders. And then the right arm comes over the ear. Palm faces down. Find your side body stretch here. Press into the outer edge of the right foot as you reach the right fingertips long. Nice big side stretch here. Take one more breath in. And a breath out. Release it. Come back to a tabletop pose. And then we'll shift the hips to the heels. Arms extend long. Come right into a child's pose. Bring the forehead to the mat. If it doesn't quite reach the mat, you can take your blanket underneath the forehead, or maybe just stack the fists and rest it there. Soften the low back. See if you can get a little bit closer to the heels. Take one more breath in. Let it go. Inhale, take yourself back to all fours. This time we're going to curl the back toes under. Press into the palms as you lift your hips. Coming into a downward facing dog. And then take a moment here. You can pedal out the feet. Start to get into the hamstrings a little bit more. You might like to come up high on the toes, softening the knees a bit so that you can extend the spine, pressing hips towards the sky. And then we'll go ahead and start to release the heels back to the earth, coming into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a breath in here and out. Breath in. And out. Draw the belly button to spine. Inhale. And out. Keep the belly activated on your inhale. Shift forward, lifting the heels. Drawing the shoulders over the wrists, arriving in plank pose. As you exhale, use those belly muscles to help lift the hips back high to the sky to bring you back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, find your plank. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, move forward. This time on your exhale, you can lower the knees to come to your belly, or you can just lower all the way through chaturanga, coming all the way down to your mat. Uncurl the toes, take the arms alongside your body, palms are on the earth. Zip up the feet and the ankles. Take an inhale. Lift everything, the head, the neck, the heart. Float the arms, float the feet. Coming into a locust pose. One more breath in. Breath out to lower it down. Palms underneath the shoulders. Press into the hands. Shift yourself back. Come back into a child's pose. Maybe this time you widen the knees, keeping the big toes together. Take a few breaths here. When you're ready, start to make your way back into your downward facing dog. Gaze between the palms, soften the knees, and just walk the feet behind the wrists here. We'll arrive in a little forward fold, keeping the knees soft, allowing the body to be heavy, to hang over the legs. Give the head a gentle nod, yes. And then a just gentle shake, no. If you want to clasp elbows, you can clasp elbows. Maybe find a little sway. Whatever would feel good in your body to help warm it up. If you've bound the arms, go ahead and release them. Root to feet to the earth. And just slowly start to roll the body up. When you arrive to stand, take the arms, scoop them up over the head, palms come together, and then exhale, bring them into your heart center. Press the thumbs right into the heart space, take a breath. Feel the connection of the soles of the feet as they root to the earth. And we'll start to find some movement here. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. Keep the palms facing one another. As you exhale, bend the knees, hips sink back, come right into a chair pose. Get that low body nice and warm. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Beautiful, take a breath in. A breath out, sit a little bit deeper. Sit those hips back. One more breath in. Breath out, sit lower. Last breath in here, inhale. And then exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise halfway, come up to a flat back. And then exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg up and back behind you, three-legged dog, toes face down. Exhale, bend the knee, and we'll place the knee down onto the mat. Float the left leg behind you, left toes face down, coming into a hunting dog or bird dog pose. Press palms to the earth, lift the chest away from your mat, and we'll extend the right arm. Take an inhale, reach fingertips down to that left heel. Exhale, bend the left knee, draw it into the elbow. Little crunches. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen out. Crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen. Stay here. Keep pressing into that left palm, lifting the chest. You can stay here, or you're welcome to find a bind. Bending the left knee, drawing the heel in towards the glute. Take the right thumb to face down, and then we'll just reach behind you, clasping the top of the left foot. Take a moment here, if you found that bind, to just draw the left heel in. So you'll feel a nice stretch for the left quad. And then if you want to take it into a back bend, you can press the left foot into the right hand, open yourself up. So yogi's choice here. Take one more breath. Exhale, if you find that bind, go ahead and with control release it back to your bird dog, extending everything out. Place the right palm down, tuck the left toes under, and then we'll send the right leg up and back behind you for a three-legged dog. Release the right foot down, downward facing dog. Here we go. Inhale, left leg up and back, three-legged on the other side. Press into the heel. Exhale, place the left knee on your mat. Float the right leg behind you, kick into the right heel. Strong, active leg. Press into the right palm as you extend the left arm out. Here we go, we're gonna find those crunches. Inhale, exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to crunch. Last one, reach long. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen out. Stay here. Keep the belly drawn in. If you'd like to, you can work your way into that bind, drawing the right heel into the bum. Left thumb faces down. Swing that left arm behind you. Clasp the top of the right foot. Draw the right heel in towards the bum. Find that quad stretch here. Okay? Especially if you're running or walking, this is a really nice way to start to open up the front of the leg. And then start to kick the right foot into the left hand if you would like to open it up. Beautiful. One more breath if you've found that bind. Exhale with control, release it and extend it out. Plant the left palm, right toes curl under. Left leg reaches behind you, three-legged dog. Place the left foot down. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, come all the way down to the belly. Uncurl the toes, we're prepping for that locust pose, arms alongside the body. Here we go. Inhale, lift everything up. Reach the fingertips towards the heels. Reach the toes towards the back wall. Lengthen the spine. Beautiful. Breath in. Breath out to lower. Palms underneath the shoulders. Make your way back into your downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, step it between the palms. Lower the left knee, uncurl the toes, and then let's just take a moment to ease our way into this low lunge. So maybe just sort of moving in and out of it with ease. A few times, maybe a few more if you need to. And then when you're ready, settle the hips, root the right foot, and then you can inhale, sweep the arms up. Find that low lunge. Drop the shoulders from the ears by spiraling the pinkies in towards one another. Breath in. Breath out. We're going to lower the right hand to the floor alongside of you and then just start to lean over to the right. Take that left arm over the ear. It might be helpful if the floor is just really far from you. You can take that blanket from the beginning of class, fold it up so it gets a little bit higher. And then the floor is a little bit closer to you. So we're getting a nice stretch here for this deep psoas muscle, which can be kind of a difficult one to stretch. One more breath in. Exhale, release the hand down. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Here we go. So you have the option to stay here. If you're interested in finding a bind, you can take the hands onto the thighs for more stability, or maybe even take the left palm to the earth. I kind of like this version. It feels a little bit more stable, but whatever's available to you works for you. All right, so just start by bending the left knee, drawing that left heel in towards the body. And then we'll reach the right arm out in front of you, just like we did a moment ago in the hunting dog. Thumb faces down, and then we'll swing that right arm behind you. See what you can grab. Maybe it's your pants, right? And then we're just gonna bind here. Okay, drawing the heel in towards the glute. Try to keep that right knee spiraling in instead of letting it fall out. We're trying to aim for stretching out the quads. Take one more breath. Exhale, release. We'll all plant our palms, and then we'll step back and find a downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back. And then exhale, step it between the palms. Lower the right knee down this time. Uncurl the right toes. And then again, just sort of easing your way into it. So moving back and forth a few times, maybe a couple more, whatever you need. And only when you're ready, then start to let your hips settle. When you're ready to rise, root into the left heel, and we'll take the arms up over the head. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Left arm comes down to the mat or to that blanket. I'm a little tight on this side, so I'm going to utilize my blanket here. So I'm going to take that left hand right down, and then the right arm will sweep over the head. Palm is facing down. And you really want to lengthen up through the arm in order to get that nice stretch for that psoas muscle. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, release the arm. Inhale, sweep the arms up. So again, you can stay here in this lunge and just work here. If you want to work into that bind, you can take the hands either onto the thighs or maybe that right hand plants on the mat. This is just where I am today. I'm going to honor that. And then you can find a bind by bending the right knee. Heel comes in towards the bum. Left arm reaches in front of you. Flip the palm so the thumb faces down. And then reach it behind you. Maybe grab the heel. Maybe it's your pants. Maybe it's your toes, whatever is available. Try to keep that left knee hugging in towards the body and press into the right palm so that you're not like hanging out into that right shoulder joint. And then breathe. Always the key here. Beautiful. Take one more breath in. A breath out to release. Everybody can plant their palms and step back into your downward facing dog. This time we're going to inhale, shift forward, find your plank. Exhale, lower to the earth. Uncurl the toes. We're arriving in that locust prep. Palms down. Take an inhale. Breathe everything up. Lift it all. Float it all. Reach the fingertips. Reach the toes. Breath in. And then breath out. Lower it down. Plant the palms underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes under. Find your downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And out. So take the gaze between the palms, and we'll step the right foot to the outside of that right hand. So right next to the right pinky. And then we'll step the left foot next to the left pinky here. All right? So you're in this sort of wide-legged fold. Bring the heels in a bit so that the toes face out. And then drop the hips towards the heels. And then you can take the palms together and run a little malasana squat. Maybe use the elbows to just gently guide the knees open a bit more. If you'd like the palms to the earth, if that feels more comfortable, you're welcome to do that. If this shape is not comfortable for your body, you can come onto the back and come into like a happy baby pose, and you'll get a very similar stretch. Okay? Try to keep a long spine. Take one more breath in. And then we'll take the hands on the earth behind you. Bring your bum to your mat. Take the feet in towards one another. Reach the arms forward. Draw the belly button in. Open up the chest and just start to lean back a couple of inches. You can stay here. Maybe this is your version of a boat. Or float the legs in front of you. Draw the belly button in. So if you're running after this or even walking, it's really helpful that as you jog or run or walk, that the belly is engaged, that the core is turned on. So this is a really nice way to warm it up. Beautiful, take one more breath in. And a breath out, lower the feet down, bring the soles of the feet together, knees fall open wide, round over the legs for cobbler's pose. Take a few more breaths. On your next inhale, make your way upright. Draw the knees back in towards one another. And then we'll take the right leg, send it underneath the left, drawing the right heel as close to the bum as it'll get. That left foot can stay right where it is in front of the right shin, or if it's available, you can cross it all the way over the right thigh, as long as both hips are able to stay rooted, okay? Drawing that knee in towards the body. You can use the right hand, give it a little hug, take an inhale, and then exhale, twist over the left shoulder. The left hand comes behind you. Maybe gaze over the left shoulder. Take an inhale. Exhale, unwind. Bring both feet back to your mat. And then we'll send the left foot underneath the right leg. Again, the heel draws in close to the bum. You can keep the right foot planted and find a twist here over the right shoulder, or cross the right foot all the way over that right thigh, okay? Again, both hips stay rooted. We're gonna start hugging the knee in towards the body, wrapping the left arm around the leg. Take an inhale, and then exhale, twist over the right shoulder. Right hand comes behind you. Maybe gaze over the shoulder. Find a few breaths. Take an inhale. Exhale, unwind. Unwind the legs, bring the feet back to the earth, and then just make sure that you've got either your blanket or your pillows or whatever it is that you have with you today. And then just fold it in a manner that will kind of give you a little bit of height here. If you're using pillows, maybe stack it, fold it, whatever you need, and just place that alongside of you. And then keeping the knees bent, go ahead and make your way onto your back. Take a moment here, just get reacquainted with gravity in this manner. And then as you're ready, go ahead and grab your blanket or your pillows. Pressing into the feet, lift the hips, okay? And then we'll place that pillow or blanket or whatever it is that you're using right underneath the sacrum, the low back space. And just make sure that like one hip isn't, a lot lower than the other. I know that's not perfect with blankets, but that's okay. And then just let the hips sort of settle here. And you're welcome to hang out here. Maybe take the arms alongside the body with the palms up. Or you can take the arms over the head. That might feel nice. Since I am getting ready for a run myself, I'm going to opt to actually extend my legs and really open the front body. Now this does take it into more of a back bend, so be really mindful that if the low back isn't feeling too happy this morning or whatever you're practicing, that maybe this is not the best option. And if the back is feeling cranky, just keep the knees bent, feet to the earth. But if this is okay for the body, it's a really nice front body opener. In Yin, we call this pontoon. And then just soften all of the muscles. Don't worry if the feet sort of start to splay open, it's okay. Let it happen. If you've taken this pontoon shape, go ahead and bring the knees to bend. Feet come back to the earth. Take a moment here. And then we can all root the heels to the earth to lift hips. And then remove your props. Set the hips back down to your mat. Maybe you take that blanket or pillow, place it underneath the head. As you start to make your way into a Shavasana. You can extend the legs, release the arms. Find a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then allow yourself to remain here, feeling completely heavy, feeling grounded. Feeling stretched and lengthened and ready for your workout or just ready for the rest of your day. So stay in that final rest as long as you need, my friends. It is with so much gratitude that I say thank you for practicing with me. Sending love and light to all. Namaste.